These are some of the top five jobs. I'm going to give five, but I have more that I wish are replaced by AI. Now, I want to preface by saying that I don't mean harm to anyone, you know. I'm a hater. I'm a hater with a lot of reasoning behind, and I'm going to explain everything. But yeah, I just want to say this because I know a lot of people are or may comment, "Oh, you're a bad person because you want these people to lose their livelihood." No, I don't. I don't. But I hope you are replaced by AI because in a lot of situations they are incompetent and we pay a lot for what they do. So, let's start by doctors. Yeah. Yeah. Doctors save lives. It's one of the most important profession ever. Really. It's like one of those professions where you don't want average people working in. You need the best of the best. That's why I don't know how it is in your countries, but in my country the only students that are doctors, they are the ones who get 19 out of 20, you know. That's their average. They only have the A plus. So these are the students that go to medicine. They are like the elite. If you are, even if you are just very good, you are not good enough. Because if you have like 16s out of 20, 17 out of 20, you are not that good. You really need to be 19 and 20 good to be able to become a doctor. But while they are the elite and everything, it seems there's a very large gap between good doctors and bad doctors, you know, to the point where a lot of the good doctors work in clinics or, health centers that are premium, you know, and in poor neighborhoods, you have very, very average, very bad doctors. And of course, this creates this two very distinct realities between different classes abroad the system. And this is my main reasoning. We need, in a lot of cases, we need doctors that are capable to be available 24 by 24, you know. It's one of the most important professions. And a lot of the schedules that these people have are crazy. It's like 19 or 20 hours of work. That is crazy. And sometimes it's like very little sleep. These people are supposed to be the elite, but they also need rest. They also need to be in the best shape to make the best decisions. And they are the elite, we know, but doctors still make a lot of mistakes, you know. So even the best of the best, they make mistakes. Just think about the average doctor. The doctors that you have in poor neighborhoods, they are going to make a lot of mistakes. And it would be okay if you're doing, I don't know, admin job, you can make some mistakes. But if you are, you know, caring about other people, if you are playing with lives, these mistakes are just not and should not exist. So I hope that doctors are really replaced because of their importance and because an error in in this field, in this job, can mean a very disastrous thing for the patient. Either they die or they don't become as good as they could be if they had, a very good doctor by their side or someone that, was able to do their jobs correctly. So yeah, this is my first one. Doctors, go away. The second one, lawyers. Yeah, I'm only attacking the big professions. I'm only attacking the big professions because you got to think with me. I don't care about the poor. I care about the rich. And I know a lot of you doctors and lawyers, you did study a lot, but you're still at the top of the food chain. So I don't care. Lawyers for me are it's one of those jobs that I really, really hate. I really hate. It doesn't, for me, law in itself doesn't make any sense. We should have something so much more objective, something that didn't didn't leave space for all of this ambiguity. You know what I mean? Because I can I can do a very serious crime, and a good lawyer will be able to reduce the amount of time that I stay in jail. But for me, it doesn't make sense. If the crime is that serious, there shouldn't be any way of manipulating the situation. We should be as objective as possible. So just imagine if we had an AI system that is able to analyze both arguments, both situations, and just come to a conclusion. That for me would be the best. That for me would be the best. Of course, who designs the systems? That is always the issue. But my main argument still stands because I do think that lawyers shouldn't have that much power. It's a job that I would also put this job in the technical or technological limitations jobs because it's something that you're also playing with lives, but you're also playing with morality, playing with lives and morality, and the just the amount of decisions that I see that don't make any sense. It's just enough for me to pray that this job position just goes extinct because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how they are paid so much. It doesn't make sense that they are able to manipulate situations so much. And of course, it's a skill, but it just a lot of the times it just seems like it's a game. Law, it's a game, and the lawyers are the game masters that manipulate the situation in order to achieve a specific result. For me, yeah, this shouldn't be flying. We should be so much more objective. If someone does a very, very serious crime, we shouldn't be like, oh, let's try to say that he's crazy. Let's try to bring up his childhood. No, this shouldn't be the thing. You should have something objective that was able to evaluate, or is this person insane or not? She's not insane. Jail, 35 fucking years. Yeah, go. This is how it should be done. Or like, oh, he shot this person. Let's see the evidence. Let's see if the evidence matches the accusation. There's a probability, okay, this is 50-50. Yeah. If it's 50-50, maybe we don't do anything. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, this is just a job position that shouldn't be existing. What's the third one? What's the third one? Consultants. Yeah, consultants shouldn't exist, and consultants are the only one that I know are not going to exist in the next 10 years. They are the only ones that I know they are not going to exist. Why do I say that? Because consultants other times don't do anything. They just be doing reports, they just be doing calls, trying to provide some value to clients, but a lot of this value that they offer is already offered by AI, you know. When they want to give a plan to an agency or to to a company in order to improve or provide growth to their finances, for example. Sometimes you have consultants that do this, and you just see the way that they operate. It's it's a lot like providing good information. It's just that's what they essentially do. They provide you with good information, and they they provide it in a way that is readable, and they can communicate because supposedly they are experts in the area that they are providing consultancy. You know, that's why if you give marketing consultancy, you need to be very good at marketing, or supposedly you should be very good at marketing. That's why you are a person that is very knowledgeable, and the thing that you are offering to clients is your expertise, so you can help them achieve their goals. But the thing is, even right now, we already have a lot of, like, consultants are probably one of the professions where people are using AI the most, undoubtedly. I am 100% sure. And to give like 500 pages reports, it's it's crazy. And they have been caught. There have been serious consequences to what these guys have been doing, but they are still going to do. But yeah, they are just providing information. They are just providing their expertise, and they are just trying to help clients. And I think that with the advancement of AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude, I cannot see how they are going to survive in the next 5 to 10 years. I know that the profession will change a lot, but if we really see the advancement in AI that I predict that will happen in the next 10 years, yeah, I don't think we're going to see them there. So, just to recap, we have doctors, we have lawyers in second, and we have consultants. So I said five. I'm sorry, I said five jobs that I wish are replaced by AI, but we're only going to go with three. And I'm gonna do a DLC. If you want to see the other two, or yeah, if you want to see more, just subscribe, comment, leave a like, and I will talk about them in another video. Okay. See you in the next video. I love you. Kisses.